Yay! We made it.
Yay! Oh my God. All right,
You
here we
made it,
go.
Karen.
Yes, give me a second here. I got a little discombobulated, so I have to go to my other computer. Uh, Sorry
That's
about that.
okay.
Okay, here we go. All right. Thank you, everybody. And happy. I'm just so excited. I love this time of the year. It's beautiful. So,
It is.
my everybody who knows me knows I'm a little, what's the word I want? A little rattle brain sometimes. So, my rattle brain is on right now. But anyway, thank you, all of you, for being here. Happy holidays. Welcome, everyone, to News and Updates. This is our last episode for 2021. I'm sad. So we're going to make this a good one. Right, Laurel?
Right on. We're going to make it through.
Yay.
I'm so excited. Now, don't worry. We are going to be back the first Saturday of January with more news about what happened through the holidays. Sure, there's going to be fun stuff going on. And the holiday events and activities are happening all around us. And we're eager to share those events and celebrate the holiday season with you.
Absolutely. And this is a time of gratitude. So we want to take a moment to thank our amazing team. Thanks to our moderators who give so generously of their time and attention to the news and updates for crowd control. Over the years, they have protected us and they've ensured that the event is safe for everyone.
And I'd like to also thank Ancient I Won't Say. I know many of you have heard that he has had some health issues. He is fighting his way back, and we cannot wait to have him come back as one of our longest running moderators here. So he's working his way back. So I've gotten permission to talk about him and make sure that everybody knows that he is sending good thoughts from Germany to you as well. Now, we really, really want to thank our producer, Mark. Now, we make jokes about him, okay, all the time, every week. He's Santa. He's Santa. Everybody turn around and give some hearts to Santa up in the corner.
He is
Yeah, we love us,
awesome
Santa Mark.
looking.
We love Santa Mark. Now, the reality is, while we joke about him all the time, the reality is that he designed, developed, and built this amazing studio, including the cameras.
Okay, I
Then he
think
shared them
Laurel.
generously
Oh,
with the community.
y-
Whoops.
you went out. You went out
You,
for a
go,
second
am
there,
I back?
Laurel. Yeah, you're back
Okay.
now.
All right. So Mark also built the camera and the screens that you see before us. He's also on the script right now, helping me find out where I left off with my bad audio. Um, he shared these generously with the community, as he does so many things. And did you know that he constantly monitors the Outspace VR Discord and often hangs out in the campfire to answer questions and help people as well? This is just a little measure of his massive generosity.
He also works on the script by collecting and reporting the news from around the AltSpace VR community. He creates the slide deck and he manages not only the slides and the script, but also the live streams and recordings of every single show. He monitors the comments in the live streams and passes them on to us on the stage through our Discord back channels. Thank you, Mark. Thank you so much for all the juggling you've done over the past 4 years to make this show and our community a positive and a powerful one.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. It takes a village to make the show happen for you every week. And we invite you to join us. We don't work for Allspace VR, but we are very passionate about our community. We you if you want to help, if you want to be a part of our fun team, trust me, we have way too much fun, a little more than we should. See us after the show or contact us on our news and updates Discord and we will put you to work.
Oh,
we
we will.
yes, we have an amazing team because each of us takes a small part of the burden to share this incredible experience that is the show you've come to love. It's an amazing way to learn how to produce a show like this, but also a great way to expand your event hosting skills. Many of the most popular hosts on Outspace VR trained right here in this show. So come join the fun.
Thanks for saying that, Laurel. AltSpace works because we work as a community and we understand the power and the joy of collaboration. We do this because we love it and we love our community. So, having said that, let's get this party started with some quick news from in and around the AltSpace VR community and beyond.
Yay! Now the surge is here. As a reminder, while it might become quiet over the next week leading up to Christmas Day, the new user surge is here. And community helpers and helpful people are already stepping up and volunteering their time to greet people in the info zone and in the campfire. We are hearing that the atmosphere of the campfire is changing to one that is more positive, which is a tribute to you. It takes a community to community. So thank you to everyone who's given up an hour more to welcome people and be helpful and changing the negative and toxic tone of the campfire. It's hard work, and it doesn't happen overnight. But thank you to everyone helping to make it happen.
And also, the Winter Campfire is back again this year for the third year, filling our lives with snow and snowball fights. For many, it's a favorite time of the year as we have the chance to play in snow no matter where we live. For some, where snow is boring and a way of winter, not so exciting. But for those of us whom snow is new and exciting, like here in California, we love it than one without the cold ice dripping down your underwear. Yuck.
Yes. Seriously, I grew up with the ice in the underwear business. I love throwing snowballs and not having that consequence. I love it.
Me too.
Yay! Holiday events are everywhere this year in Altspace VR, and we're going to cover most of them in our events schedule and section. But we wanted to highlight some of the incredible work by educators in VR, news and updates, and the World Tours team to bring over 20 holiday storytelling events to Altspace VR and Engage this year. We have old stories and old worlds and new stories and new worlds and amazing new worlds. Wow. We're revisiting the popular Polar Express and the Grinch Who Stole Christmas and, of course, the Dickens Christmas Carol.
The focus this year is on international, traditional, and cultural stories along with original tales. We've got stories from First Nations and Native Americans, Russian, Spanish, and so much more. Last night was a really special night.
Hmm.
Educators in VR celebrated their new Spanish speaking team with a reenactment of La Posada in Altspace VR, a song procession that goes from house to house looking for a place for Mary and Joseph to stay, finally finding joy in the manger. Following that was a party with the breaking of a piñata created by the talented Lance. It was an
Yay!
amazing evening filled with singing, music, and great conversations. They are considering repeating it this week, so keep an eye out on the calendar.
It was like a dream come true kind of event. So thank you to everyone who helped make that possible. And trust me, when it comes up on that calendar again, whether you speak Spanish or not, go. It was incredible.
It
One
was
load was worth it.
beautiful, truly beautiful.
I love it. And beautiful world. It was fabulous. Steam Labs have announced that they've updated their store hub to improve access and management of the overwhelming lists of games. While still part of their Steam Labs experiments, you can check it out. It includes a carousel feature with more information about each game, including tags, release date, review scores, and micro trailers to help you learn more before you download or you buy. They're including more news, updates, and upcoming events from developers in your library, in your wish list, and recommendations. And we hope this it will make it easier to find VR games and evaluate them before buying. So check that out.
This week, AltSpace VR was updated to 4.3.10 for those counting. The update was big in file size and primarily focused on fixes to the holoportation service on PC and Quest. They're still working on the issue for Mac, but they're having trouble narrowing it down. So if you're a Mac user and you've attended a holoportation event in AltSpace VR, and if you've had problems recently, please contact them and send in your logs. The improvements on the holoportation system, the ability to use full body scanners and trackers in the real world for mixed reality meetings and events, also tell us that this will be developed even more next year and possibly available to more of us, which leads us to this bit of news from Bill Gates.
Remember Bill Gates? Yeah. Bill, it's like I don't even have to tell you who he is. You know who Bill Gates is. To have the power of that kind of a name. Mr. William Gates. He published his annual blog post on Gate Notes this past week, making a powerful prediction that virtual meetings will move into the metaverse as VR and mixed reality meetings with digital avatars in the next 2 to 3 years. For some of us, that meeting was yesterday or this morning. It's right now.
That's
He's
right.
He's yeah. He said that when he and Paul Allen started Microsoft, they knew the personal computer would play a significant role in our lives, but admits that they did not see a future where they that this would be our only connection to the world, and that the concept of the metaverse, once kind of a comic book fantasy, if anything, would not just be real, but a normal way for us to connect and communicate. I never thought that. Did you think that, Karen?
Nope.
No,
Nope.
nuts.
And here we are, right?
Here we are.
And he also proposed that while the term metaverse is vague, it's the next stage of digital communications, and that the pandemic sped up the process of embracing social and meetings in VR. He also said that Microsoft is rolling out a webcam to animate an avatar for workers to use in current 2D web screens. You know, Lorella, I was just thinking about that last night. I was thinking because I had to be in 2D for the event last night, and I was thinking, we can't use our arms and all that stuff. Why can with the webcam just take our image, right, and project it into our avatar, and we move our heads move, we move our hands. I'm moving my hands right now in real life, and
Yes.
are not reflected here. So that's awesome. But
Well,
anyway,
you do know that Altspace is still set up for full body tracking. I don't think they've removed it.
oh,
It
oh,
is
I
still
didn't
available.
know
The
that.
problem is that the hardware changed.
Ah,
So the connection and all the other hardware changed because everybody moved into the Oculus Quest and so on. And but
hmm
it's had full body tracking from the very beginning. So it's still there. Just kind of
Okay, what
our
we need to.
avatars are kind of shut down for it. They just got to flip on the right switches and update. But it could be
Cool.
coming.
All right, we got to keep an eye out for it. So, you
Hmm.
guys, the future is here, and we are living it and building it. We're among the first here. You know, Don always used to say we were not early adopters, we were pioneers. But I think we're moving
Hmm.
into the early adopter phase
Yep.
now. So one of the going back to Bill Gates, one of the heartbreaks he mentioned was the fact that more people died from COVID in 2021 than in 2020. Did you know that? We didn't. It's absolutely heartbreaking to hear.
New York State announced over 21,000 reported cases in a single day of COVID, breaking all previous records this week. Broadway restaurants, businesses are all shutting down again, not just in New York, but in Seattle. They're already starting to shut down where I am in Oregon. It's stunning as Delta and Omicron are spreading faster than predicted. Deaths are still rising, though slower than before. Vaccines have changed the world by breaking other pandemic and infection cycles like measles, polio, and this year there's a cure for a vaccine for malaria. That sounds
Wow.
and hardly anybody knows about it because it got lost in other news, saving millions and millions of lives. Please get vaccinated and boosted to protect not just yourself, but the others around you. You want this pandemic over? We we all do, right? But it takes every one of us to do our part. Never has the world been so connected through technology and information, and never has medical and science research and treatments been so readily available across the world to help stop this. So please help join us in helping to stop this pandemic because we tired of it. We love VR, we love the social, but you know what? This is coming into year 2. Sucks.
Yep. Yep. Everybody needs to do their part. That's for sure, Lorel.
Mhm.
So we were excited to hear that some of our AltSpace VR community members helped with research and feedback on an article for Engadget about MetaWorld. Described as a persistent, decentralized social VR space and a 10,000 square mile vast scale simulation owned by the community and run by the community, under development by Derek Reed, former employee and head designer for AltSpace VR before the Microsoft purchase. Unfortunately, according to the article, while Reed is using slick marketing to create a digital marketplace for virtual land and NFTs, he is not delivering, and they have declared this a scam. In the article, a former member of MetaWorld, Morgan, posted the following in 2020.
He promised us this special, unique world where anything was possible, that we could build out our dreams in this place with no limits, and then just took our money and lashed out when we asked for updates or help. We were promised villages and towns with our own governance, that we could have full control over our collectives. I was really looking forward to making this persistent, safe space where anyone was welcome.
You know, and I think, Laurel, the scary thing about this isn't just some guy off the street that who's unknown. I mean, I hadn't heard of him before, but apparently, you know, he was one of the original creators of AltSpace. So if somebody with that kind of background
You
in
would
the
think.
VR community could do something like that, that's scary. That is scary.
Hmm.
Well, anyway, that's what we all want, though, right? We all want a persistent metaverse where we can do whatever we want, right? And that's what we really have here right now in AltSpace VR. You know, it doesn't cost us anything. There's not much risk. So we've posted this article in our news and updates Discord for you to review and bring it to your attention to remind you that currently AltSpace VR offers free land, free kits, and free access to build whatever you wish here within their terms of service. Be aware that as more and more marketplaces selling NFTs and other goodies open up on AltSpace VR, there's no promises. Investing in intangibles without triple checking their qualifications and reputation is very risky. So please be careful out there.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Yesterday, the New York Post reported a scandalous claim that a woman was virtually groped in Facebook Meta's Horizon Worlds. Bloomberg reported this week that it's an it's awkward being a woman in the metaverse. Really? Imagine our shock that such a thing could possibly happen in the metaverse. Okay? Jeez. Like they just freaking woke up. Okay, so seriously, this is not funny. It is not a laughing matter. But the article presented the incident as if the concept of cyberbullying and sexual harassment is a new thought. It's a new concept in social VR. Guess what? We know the reality. Now, educators and it's so silly. Educators in VR just produced their third year of month-long series of events in October on cyberbullying. This is a very serious issue. So while we may laugh at the way they think this is news, it also fills us with hope that change is coming, that they're going to recognize the fact that harassment in VR is no different from the real world experience. The emotional responses are much the same. We feel violated, right? When you run into that, you feel violated.
Absolutely, Lorel. You know, I was groped one time in 101 when Diamond was doing it. And fortunately, Stands with Trees, I was looking at the menu. I didn't even know I was being groped. And Matthew got him. Stands with Trees got him like right away. He just zapped him. But
Well, on
but
on that point, I just want to remind people our bubble is incredibly powerful, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But I was moderating an event that I was producing, and I was groped and licked and molested.
oh,
And Lance and Stance with Trees were there, and they looked over and saw this, but I couldn't see them because they came inside my personal space bubble. So I didn't know it was happening, but other people could see it happening. And that's an assault on them. We had the protection, but it's assault on them. And thank goodness that they were there helping to mod and they nuked the I don't have a kind word to say. Make up a nasty word in your head and fill in the blank person. So yeah,
mhm.
it's there. So I love talking about it because the more we talk about it, the less we do it. All right, keep going,
Yeah, and
Karen.
it doesn't feel good. I mean, it really doesn't feel good, you know, and especially, I mean, if you're in 2D, it's not cool either, but when you're in your headset, you're there. You're virtually there, and it does not feel good. So anyway, check the article out. The article stated that there's been a 25% rise in reported incidents, which tells us that 95% of the incidents go unreported because that number is way too low. It does point out that Meta recently introduced a safe zone feature and training that promotes better etiquette and positive behavior for new users that includes safeguarding tools. Altspace VR has had personal space bubbles, safe spaces, and reporting tools from nearly the beginning, and a much stronger intolerance for sexual harassment, assault, bullying, and trolling than other social VR platforms. I can personally attest for that. And we're
Hmm.
so grateful for that.
Absolutely. So where are the safe zones and spaces in Altspace VR? First, remember that you have the ability to click the title screen button and remove yourself instantly from any event or world into a limbo place with a menu in front of you to help you calm down and make the next decision or action. One of those actions may be to go to settings support and report the incident under upload logs. You may also go to your home space, which is a private safe space. You may go to the campfire and talk to an admin on duty there, not just to report, but to just be next to staff in a protected zone, so to speak. That's their job. So stand near them until you relax, calm down, and you feel better about moving forward. They're there to help.
You can also look at your friends list to find a safe space with them. So many choices, right? But it's important to all of us that we protect our community and we learn how to take care of each other. Know that you're not alone and we are here for you. AltSpace VR has the strongest and clearest terms of service and community standards of all the social VR platforms in the metaverse. And we are very, very proud of that.
As usual, we bring you the news from around the Altspace and in between. It's the news you need to know to enjoy this beautiful metaverse that already exists. You don't have to go finding it, it's here. Join us on our News and Updates Discord for updates and related news that you can use to ensure you stay updated on what's going on within our very own Altspace VR meta galaxy in the larger, ever-growing metaverse. These are such silly words.
Silly
really
but
are.
important, right?
They're silly, but they're important. But we define it is we, the community, who define what these words mean. So let's make them mean something.
Absolutely. We're the leaders here, right, Laurel? All of
Mm-hmm.
us here in AltSpace, our community here. So, okay, you guys, on to some world building now. We want
Yay!
to take a moment as we explore our gratitude for all things AltSpace VR this holiday season to not only thank Microsoft for keeping AltSpace VR free to use, build, and host events, but to the amazing community of volunteers and community helpers who not only help in world, but support world builders daily on the Discord AltSpace VR server.
From where do I start to extremely sophisticated Unity concepts and features? They tirelessly answer questions and help users every day with no expectation of compensation or thanks. Please take a moment to thank them for all that they do to keep the enthusiasm for world building creativity high. And trust me, there's some negative people out there. There are some downer people that come in and go, why did that? And it's like these people who volunteer their time say yes, but and lift everybody back up.
Mhm.
It's I just
Absolutely.
witnessed some just a few hours ago, and it was like, ow, it was beautiful. So please thank everyone who takes that extra moment to help and guide you on your AltSpace VR journey and your experience. We love all of you.
Most of the holiday events associated with world building will likely end over the holiday season, restarting with renewed energy in January. So check the events calendar for all the events to ensure you don't miss a single one. It's likely that there'll be some fascinating discussions and events between Christmas and New Year's that are going to pop up. Or create your own and get ready for the new year of fantastic world building.
Yay. All right, it is now time for our Discord tip of the week. Discord is our back channel communication tool used by AltSpace VR in events and groups all over the AltSpace VR community.
Yeah, and you know what, Lorel, just to kind of pop something in there, I think it's
Hmm.
important for all of us to remember as we welcome new people into AltSpace, always encourage them to go to Discord. A lot of times they're not familiar with Discord. So, I mean, that's where we continue. We are a community here in AltSpace, and that community extends onto Discord. So it's a dual thing. One doesn't really exist without the other, right? I mean, they both support each
Absolutely.
other. So,
Well, it's especially for like events hosts, like Stevie Boy's here from the amazing We Are Improv VR team, and those events happen like once a week. There's many events, but they keep the community that supports these stays alive through the Discord with fun
mhm.
activities, fun events, and it keeps rolling all through. So it isn't just show up for the during the day, for that event. It's all week long, and that's how you build a community. It's beautiful.
Absolutely. So a month ago, Discord announced their new Discord profile to help share more about who you are, how you contribute to the world, and the servers you hang out on. The founder of the server called Design Buddies, he shared tips on the Discord blog for improving your Discord profile to make it your own personal brand.
Now, if you unlock your profile banner with a Nitro payment, you can create fun artwork for your banner that represents your event or your personality, as well as add a picture of yourself or your avatar to the avatar profile image. That part's free. when you then write a great bio that helps the world know a little bit more about where your interests lie. The banner at least 600 by 240 pixels, and you need to keep it under 10 megabytes. That's easy. But they also claim that an animated GIF will work as a banner and avatar, adding a little more jazz to your profile. If you will check the news and updates Discord, you will find that Mark, our producer, has added an animated gift of our logo on the Discord avatar.
Awesome. That's awesome. Thanks, Mark. So, you guys take some time to jazz up your Discord profile during the holidays. And don't forget to update your profile status. Laurel's is floating upside down. Why not? I love that, Laurel.
I did too. Thanks.
Don't change it. But anyway, have fun with this and help people get to know a little more about who you are behind your avatar. If you have a tip for us on Discord, sorry. If you have a tip for us on Discord, or you wish to share your events, worlds, and news with us, join our News and Updates Discord. We stream out to Twitch and YouTube weekly, and we love sharing your AltSpace VR news.
Yes, we do. All right. It's that time of year when the world falls in love. Every da da da. It's the holiday season with AltSpace VR events. Don't you love the Christmas lights? Thank you, Mark, for bringing the Christmas lights in on our slides. Awesome. It's the holiday season filled with new users and old users coming back during the holiday break. Please welcome them all and introduce them to the new features and the changes in AltSpace VR and all the wonders, including the winter campfire. And don't forget the amazing animated Christmas world by Chris, Dungeon Master. I love having that back. That was so much fun to go back in there. You cannot be depressed and visit that world.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's wonderful.
There's so many holiday events. We're really not sure where to start. So let's take a deep dive here. First up is the 12 Days of Christmas events with Babs that continues through this week.
The How Does It Feel to Be Loved nightclub they canceled their real world Christmas party at the Phoenix in London, and they're coming into AltSpace to host it in a recreation of the Canterbury Arms pub, playing indie pop, northern soul, and 60s girl groups. I like that.
Oh, me too. So Live Love with Donna is hosting a silent night at the Museum of the Bible here in AltSpace VR tonight as users visit the landmarks of the Christmas story and enjoy musical video concerts.
The Flock is hosting a December to Remember tonight, which they couldn't get their artwork right, so it's hard to remember.
Okay, I think, Laurel, you there? Okay, you lost your audio for a second. Yeah, you're back now. You maybe want to start that over again.
The Flock is hosting a December to Remember tonight with music and social fun and a chance to mingle and jingle with the holiday spirit.
Tomorrow, AltSpace VR is filled with holiday religious services, including the long-running International Christmas service at the Virtual Reality Church with DJ Soto. If you haven't, sorry.
No, can you do that? I'm going to re-enter.
Okay, sure. I'd love to do this because it has to do with my friend Dargan here. So if you haven't been to Dargan's Christmas tree decorating party, you are so missing out on an amazing experience. With a custom-made MRE, you have the opportunity to hang your own ornaments and design the Christmas tree your way. It's great fun, so bring your friends. And I just want to add, Dargan has he's like taken the world editor and put it inside of an MRE. It's awesome. And we can duplicate objects in there. So you guys, you need to come tomorrow. Yes, duplicate objects. Even our AltSpace world editor doesn't allow that. Kudos to Dargan.
Love that. All right. Keep going.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Educators and VR's holiday.
Oh, no. You're doing the Illtown.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I am a little discombobulated today. Sorry about that, Laurel. Okay.
We all are.
Slugaz is hosting Vin Rock and DJ KG in a special concert with holoportation performances from DJ Slugga and the Slugga Music family on Sunday. There are currently almost 650 people RSVPing the event. So it's going to be a huge party. Remember, a Microsoft account is required to attend.
Yay. Now, Educators in VR's holiday storytelling events continue Sunday with the Cherokee Holiday Stories with Chloe, who is an expert and a teacher in the Cherokee language. She will be sharing traditional holiday stories in Cherokee and teaching new words to Frosty the Snowman, as well as the audience. You do not want to miss this, and bring your friends and family.
An hour later, join us in the amazing handcrafted recreation of How the Grinch Stole Christmas for one of the popular annual storytelling events as the Grinch tries to mess with Whoville's Christmas.
Tuesday, the storytelling continues with Stands with Trees, indigenous legends and stories from First Nations and Native Americans about winter and the holidays. It's a fascinating way to explore cultural traditions and enjoy how others celebrate the holidays differently from you.
Immediately after, Dr. Nancy Bixler from the Creative Writing Meetup brings us some more international and original stories with her original pieces in a collection called The Ups and Downs of the Holidays, bringing laughter and tears with her wonderful stories that explore the modern Christmas and holiday season.
And trust me, these are wonderful stories you do not want to miss. They're just fabulous. Tuesday, and Steph is also doing some original stories. Tomorrow she's in Engage, and then she'll be back here in Alt Space later on. I am so excited about that. So yay, Steph! All
Yay,
right,
Steph.
Tuesday, Cornerstone VR Church features a sing along and devotional uh, to the holiday on their campus called Christmas with the Chosen, the Messengers.
Oswin is back singing VR Forward a Holiday and cover concert and sing along also on Tuesday. Oswin has been performing in Allspace VR for the past few years and is one of our favorites, giving so much to the Altspace community.
A Christmas Carol storytelling with Educators VR Dr. Nancy Bixler. She'll be back sharing excerpts this week from the famous Dickens story. We just had one earlier today, and it was fascinating. She's picked fascinating themes this year. So it's followed by these great discussions on how relevant his stories are even today, especially with the political upheaval, the pandemic, the class system, racism, all the stuff's going on that they dealt with, we continue to deal with today.
Very
Why?
true.
I don't know. You think
I
we'd
don't know
learn?
either. We're going, I know, we're going into 2022 and we're still dealing with this stuff.
Still dealing with
Unbelievable.
1800 stuff. Unbelievable.
Well, we just have to hope that VR helps to helps with that problem by bringing together an international community which creates a
Hmm.
cultural understanding and fellowship, so we just have to hope for that. So there's
Hmm.
two tellings of the famous "Twas the Night Before Christmas" stories in Alt Space VR this week to check out and bring friends and family. It's held in a collaborative world built in 2018 that still holds a precious space in our hearts.
It does.
Okay, I think we lost you again. Oh, we totally lost Laurel. Okay, let me pick up. So, speaking of which, the Polar Express, built by Homer, one of our great longtime world builders, is the backdrop for the famous telling of the Polar Express story. And we're returning to Whoville for the story of the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. These two events are usually packed with people, so make sure you RSVP and arrive on time to get a spot to share in the holiday storytelling fun. Manic Events is having their Christmas party on Wednesday with DJ Microdot and some great tunes to help you dance and party the night away.
Speaking of away, damn internet. Okay. Now, this I'm so excited about. Margie Diamond is back again this year for two magical
Yay!
filled things with holiday Christmas carols and song. We have a new cathedral for her to perform in, courtesy of Lance. And everyone, please, you are welcome to come and join this amazing musical experience. And if you have not heard her, you are missing out. It's
Boy, that's for
beautiful.
sure. It's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous.
Hmm.
Last year on Christmas Eve, uh, a lot of us attended and we were locked down. I mean, basically, nobody
Hmm.
was going anywhere last year. And it just filled all of us with the Christmas spirit. It was just really beautiful.
That was
So
amazing.
it was amazing. So when on Wednesday, the original open mic night is hosting you, the talented and creative members of our community. I'm pointing at you in real life, but you can't see my finger. So, so the spotlight is on you, stepping up to the mic to show off your talents. Expect some holiday fun on Wednesday, but with open mic, all things are possible and often actually happen.
That's the truth. On on Thursday and Friday, there's going to be one of the most amazing holiday events you will not want to miss. Lita, who's the leader of the Educators in VR Cultural Heritage Preservation Team, is well known for recreating the ancient Athens Agora, the Acropolis, and Olympia in a one-to-one right here in Altspace. She's created a special night version of the Agora Marketplace, which was the center of ancient holiday and seasonal celebrations. It hosted the ancient Roman Saturnalia festival, complete with food, games, gambling, and a carnival atmosphere. There was some carnivoring going on there. Most of the traditions, there's rogue and a few other things. Many of the traditions that we celebrate today, like gift giving, came from this ancient holiday festival. What a great way to learn more about the holiday of Christmas. And so check it out. It's on Thursday, repeating on Friday. You do not want to miss it.
Also on Thursday, Gingery is back to share holiday stories from Russia in Russian and English. This was an incredible event last year, and it's expected to be even better this year. So don't miss a chance to learn about the holiday traditions celebrated in Russia.
Karen, have we run out of holiday stories and events yet?
Oh, no, I don't think so yet. We still have more, Laurel. They're coming fast and furious here.
I know, but we're running out of time to recognize them all. So please give us a really quick list.
Okay, here we go. Christmas Eve services are hosted by Live Loved and Enrico with Still Night Nacht, German.
Stille
Still Nacht.
Nacht. Last
I
night.
can do Spanish, but not German. Service and
Yeah.
celebration. Life Church, Cornerstone, North Star Church, and so many more on Christmas Day. Looking forward over the next week, look for New Year's events to fill the calendar and get ready for the events to spin back into action in January.
Now, these are just a few highlights of the events this week. So many of them, honestly, we can barely keep up with them.
Check out the channels to find the events to tickle your fancy and amuse your spirit.
And if you don't see something that interests you, create your own event. That's the cool part for free. You know, you pay for. Start your own and let us know about it by posting it in the news and updates Discord. And we love sharing your events here.
We do our best to bring you the highlights from this ever growing community, and we are so glad you're here to share it with us.
All right, it's time.
Drum roll, yay!
Yay!
Hey, here we
Wow.
go.
That is so many events and things for the holiday. Amazing. But now it's time for our weekly discussion. This is where we open up to have you tell us what you're thinking and what's going on, and answer our question that we're putting out here. So, over the past few weeks, we've asked you about what you purchased during Black Friday for your VR addiction and what accessories and headsets you want on your holiday VR Santa list. So, today, we want you to put on your future, pull out your what is it, what do you put on your goggles or put on the what is it called, the crystal ball, and look forward into 2022 and what's on your shopping radar list for 2022.
This is likely to be the best year ever for AltSpace VR in our community. Microsoft is rearranging their departments behind the scenes to bring in new people and new developments to fully invest in the metaverse, especially for businesses but also individuals. We're super, super excited about what's coming, even if we don't yet have specifics. We know it's coming.
And there are new headsets on the horizon, new games, expansion into the metaverse, a lot of fun and a lot of learning ahead of us. So, what are you eager for in the new year? We want to know. So, please hit the raise hand button down the lower right hand corner. Tell us what is on your radar that you want to have happened or you want to buy or you want to come true in 2022, besides all of us vaccinated, healthy, and going around with no masks on our face and returning to whatever the hell normal means.
Absolutely, Laurel. Right on. Come
I
on, you
don't know
guys,
what
raise
normal
your
is.
hands. Raise
So
your
you raise
hands.
hand and let's hear. And Karen, what are you looking for in 2022?
Laurel, I really want the Quest Pro. I don't know when it's
Mm.
coming out, but I
Even though it's
really
designed
want it.
for enterprise and businesses?
Well, yes, but I mean, I'm sure it's going to be we'll be able to use it here in AltSpace on this side of Microsoft, I'm hoping. So yeah, I think I think it's going to be a pretty incredible piece of hardware. So as long as I can, I want to update every year or every time a new piece of hardware comes out. But yeah, I'd really, really like to get that this year. How about you, Laurel?
Oh my goodness. I'm not only do I need new hardware without a doubt. I have and Windows Mixed Reality and a bunch of other odds and ends, but they're old, but they're still working. So I'm looking at that, trying to figure out what I want to do with that, and um, but I'm mostly looking forward to new controllers, hand tracking capability, and God, we need more apps with hand tracking. Seriously,
Yes.
don't we? I'm really sick. I ended up I was doing Beat Saber, and I haven't done this in months. I threw my controller somehow flew out of my hand and it took me like 20 minutes to find it. I ended up sliding down between a cabinet and the wall. How it got over there because I threw it in a different direction when slammed out of my hands. Controllers are painful, and I think that we have the capability for hand tracking. We need more hand tracking capability
Yes.
so that we can be free of this painful non-ergonomic gripping thing. So I'm looking forward to anything that gets into that. So what about the rest of you? What are you looking forward to in 2022? Hit the raise hand button and we would love to hear from you.
Come on, you
Come on,
guys.
Spiky Gray. I know
Yes,
things on your list.
Spiky.
You're looking
Oh yeah,
forward
let's
to
pick
it.
on Spiky today.
And Lancy and Darren, I'm also looking forward to new world building. Altspace is setting themselves up with the first social VR platform to embrace URP, the ERP. There's going to be some updates coming up a little bit faster, I hope, to keep up with the Unity. And there's some cool stuff in there. All right, who do we have?
Awesome.
Karen?
We've got Spiky and she's already on air. So go ahead,
Yay.
Spiky.
I mean, I figure if you guys are going to politely bully me into this, sure, why
Oh,
not?
absolutely.
I mean that in love. Um,
We could have done it not politely.
I'll tell you what I'm not looking forward to and looking forward to at the same time, and that's going to be a lot of people that's coming in here. And I think and I
Mhm.
hope as a community we try our best to figure out what to do because I think we're going to be beginning to see just a lot of people in, which is great. But at the same time, as you know, it's just going to bring a lot of
Mhm.
new faces, and I'm going to be curious to see that. I'm going to be real curious to see how much AltSpace and other products begin to end up in the business place. You've seen them talk about this in Meta. You've seen the
Mhm.
idea of having an office where everyone's in virtual reality. We know during COVID, people were using AltSpace to create virtual offices. And I'm really interested in seeing that because honestly, in the long run, we all know this. I think once people realize what virtual reality is, they realize how cool virtual reality is.
Mhm.
And I'm really looking forward to having more people get that experience because I think virtual reality is a very helpful experience. And then I'm just going to say the rumors are talking about Apple coming out with their headset in 2022.
Mhm.
So I am super, super curious about that headset if it does come out in 2022 and what it's going to do. So
Yeah, there's so much
those
focus on AR. It's going to be interesting to
Yeah.
see how much they
I'm with you as
embrace
I'm with you as
VR.
well. And
Mm-hmm.
augmented reality was on this interesting path, and then when
Mm-hmm.
COVID hit, obviously, we're not living in an interactive world right now like
Mm-hmm.
we were pre-COVID. So I can
Mhm.
understand our move more to virtual reality. So I'm going to be very curious about that headset and what it holds. And
Yeah.
while it's our last one together, I'll just say happy holidays, everyone. However you
Oh,
celebrate.
yay!
Aw,
I
Happy
want
that's
to make
holidays
nice,
sure
to
that you
you.
have a
Spiky.
wonderful holiday season.
Thank you. Thank you. Mine will
Thank
be
you,
spent here.
Spiky.
Thanks. But you brought up
Okay.
a really important point because news came out this week that Boeing is going metaverse. Boeing aircraft is going metaverse. Now they're
Oh,
still not sure with what all that means, but what I gather from the news is that they are working really hard to embrace HoloLens and other devices to have their meetings, but also their collaborations. They want to build the next airplane in the metaverse. Now think
wow.
about, the 777, the 777 was designed, the first airplane completely designed by computer, and then it was manufactured. Usually what they do is they will build it in parts and pieces and things and then test run and things like that, but this was built on computer and then built. Now that was what, 1994, 95, whatever it was. And now they want to do the same thing by building that plane in a collaborative metaverse environment. That's going to be amazing, and that's going to trickle
Oh,
down. So, you know, I'm excited about that. I'm
yeah.
with
And
you on that, Spiky.
you're right, Laurel, that all the stuff's going to trickle down. So you've got the husband or the wife or the partner, whatever it is. They go to work. They use a headset
Mhm.
in their work. They come and then they come home and tell their family how awesome it is to be in a headset. Then they go out and they buy a headset, a consumer headset for Christmas. So you're right. I mean, this stuff is really going to trickle down.
Instead
Okay.
of instead of the kids getting the parents buying the Quest for the kid, and then the kid going, "Mom, Dad, you gotta see
Yep.
this," and then
Yep.
the parent goes to work and goes, "Boss, I think we need this," and the boss goes, and that's it. That's the conversation ends. So it's gonna go the other way
Very
around. I love
true.
it. Yeah.
All right, Lance, you're up, Lance. Lance, I'm going to pick on you because I owe you like 10 times for scaring me and behind the scenes and everything you do. So I have the power now to pick on you, my friend. So if you hadn't raised your hand, I was going to encourage you. So now I'll
More
stop
more
picking
more
on you.
selective polite bullying.
There you go. Okay, you're
Or
up, Lance.
quotation marks encourage you. Oh, I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself. Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
know. I've been tormenting you lately, and it's
You
fine.
have.
But okay, so I don't, you know, we don't know what's really going to come in the future and everything. And, it's exciting, but obviously the unknown's always scary. But, always be optimistic. But I've been, obviously addicted with world building. So in my head, I'm like, I know Horizon lets you build, but I'm a 3D builder. I like building in Blender and stuff, and I can't bring my Blender stuff to Horizon. So I kind of hope, just like Altspace, there might, slowly be more apps that is built around world building more as well, allowing us to bring stuff, that we build in, Blender or whatever into it and stuff. So that's me. I'm just world
That's a
building. I
beautiful
love
wish.
world building. So
There's
I want more
Blender
world
and
building.
Yeah, and
Sketchfab
you're
and
good at it
SketchUp
too.
and I know Adobe is now going into 3D modeling. Microsoft already has 3D with their
Hmm.
Paint, but it doesn't export well.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
we need more. We need more things, more competition.
Because
Because when we have more competition, then we benefit because they keep
Yep.
battling with features. So yeah, great
exactly.
wish.
Mhm,
And see, and,
Great
mhm.
and
wish.
see, before I even came to Altspace and learned about Unity, because I've only started learning more about Unity since I've joined Altspace.
Hmm.
I was always going like I still use Blender. I've played with Blender for like 12 years and stuff. It's the one place I really know to go to really 3D model something. But the only place that allowed me to bring stuff I made was Roblox, which I heard that it's gonna hopefully come to Quest. I'm kind of cross my fingers there. But yeah, that was the only place I was able to bring my stuff that I've made. And then obviously I found AltSpace. And VRChat allows it, but AltSpace was more easier. And once I figured that out is when I really started to, get the addiction of 3D modeling and making actual worlds and stuff. So yeah, I'm just excited for
Yeah,
the
and
world
if
building
you
aspect.
guys
Love
haven't
it.
seen any of Lance's worlds, you're missing out big
Oh.
time. He's amazing. He does something in 1 minute practically that would take someone like me 3 years to do. So
Well, it's
I
not only that, but I really recommend that everybody please take time out tomorrow to attend the ups and downs of the holiday story, because you will be in one of the most fascinating worlds that Lance has created that will change your whole perspective on world building. It is pretty dang cool.
It was hard but fun. So
Yeah.
awesome. Okay, does anybody else have anything to say? Darren, do you
Wanna
want to
add?
share anything with us?
Stuff, anyone? We have just a couple minutes left and then we're going to close this down and
I know Darren gets mad
Party
at me
out.
when I call him out, but
I know.
but he
Come on,
always
what are
has
you
some
looking forward
interesting
to in the
things
new
to say.
year?
Okay, Darren. Oh, Kurt's up too. Okay, sorry,
Okay.
Darren. Kurt beat you to the punch. So, okay, Kurt, you got you got the megaphone. Wait a minute, hang on. Oh, okay, Kurt, I'm going to dismiss you because
Okay.
I can't. It's not reacting. So,
Oh,
if
there,
you
he's
could,
on.
there we go. There we go.
Kurt,
Okay,
you're on.
Whoops. No, wait a minute. Hang on.
you help?
Kurt, can you raise your hand again? I might have to refresh here. Do you have the screen up there, Laurel?
Let me see. There's Kurt. Kurt, you're on.
Okay.
Nope. Let's try this again. All right, now try it.
Confirm.
There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I'd just like to hear something from Microsoft on the direction of AltSpace. That's my wish. So, forward-going
True.
improvements and maybe some hardware
Yeah.
and stuff that's coming up.
It has been too long
really
since
like
we've
it.
had a town hall. You're right. Yep, a potluck and stuff. Yep, you're absolutely right.
Yep.
Good point. Thank you.
Wow.
All right, dear. Yeah.
I cannot only not hear Kurt, I can't see him. I didn't even know he was here.
Oh,
Okay.
well, you want to do a quick re-enter? No, just stay here. Just stay here.
All
We'll
right.
do.
Yeah.
All right, you
'cause-
got Darren up next.
Yes, Darren, you're on air.
Okay, I guess you could see me and hear me.
I
Uh,
can. Yes.
I could, by the
we
way, I
can
could
do.
see Kurt and hear him just perfectly. But yeah, you
Huh.
need to restart.
Well, don't
I
right
don't
now.
think
but-
you'll be
No.
if you leave, you won't be able to come back in though, because the event's probably over, so
Mhm.
you won't be able to come back in. Anyways, yeah, I just agree with Karen. I would like to see the new headset that's coming out, that Facebook's coming out with in 2022, and it specializes in AR. And back to the Apple AR, I think it's going to be linked to anybody who has it's mandatory you have to have an iPhone in order for it to work.
Yes.
Otherwise, you can't just have an Android and expect it to work. So, anyways, back to that. I heard it's going to be higher resolution and everything else. So, it's going to be interesting to see what it can when they'll unfold more information about it.
Yeah. It's supposed to be
So, yeah.
$3,000 too, I think.
3,000.
That's what I
I thought
read.
it was. Oh, okay. I thought
No,
it
the
was gonna be
Cambria
like a.
it's for enterprise. It's very expensive.
Oh, I see. I was figuring it was going to be around like $699 or
Oh.
$899
Oh,
or something like
you're
that.
talking
but I
the
about
didn't-
Apple one?
Quest Pro or the Apple
No,
one?
no, the Quest Pro.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you meant the
Or-
Apple one.
No, the Cambria
Cambria
is
is
still
probably.
it's still going to be close to $1,000, is what we're hearing
Oh,
right now.
okay.
Oh, I thought it was 600
gonna-
also.
That's close to
That's-
1,000.
That's going to quench a lot of people
Well.
wanting to upgrade to the newer version.
Well, yeah, and that's
Mhm.
part of the problem is that what they're going after enterprise level. That is with the Cambria, the new Quest, it is not designed for consumers, so it's not priced for consumers. So we got to hang on to the Quest 2 for a while. And we also want to remind people that Quest 1, if you do enjoy Horizon, will no longer access Horizon Worlds after the 6th, unless they choose to extend it, of January.
So you have to have a Quest 2?
Uh-huh. It'll be a one headset world,
Wow.
universe,
Yeah, I
metaverse.
know
Yeah.
they couldn't. They don't allow me in because I have the Rift, and I read that
Well,
only supports
Rift
Quest and
can-
Quest 2.
No, Rift is supposed the newer Rift 1 is supposed to have access, but we don't know how
Oh,
long
the
that's
Rift.
going to last. Yeah.
The Rift 2
Yeah.
then. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah. So anyway, on that note, I want to echo what Spikey said and what we've all said here. Thank you so much for being here every year. For 4 years, we've been here. And thank you, Mark, for making this beautiful holiday version of the news and updates. We really, really want to thank everyone so much for all that you give us to make all of this happen, and for being here every week for 4 years. We've been doing this and ending on such a high note with us. Thank you.
Very, very well said, Laurel. Very nicely said. So when news you need to know happens, we share it with you in our News and Updates Discord. So you get the news through the clutter of information. And keep that in mind too, while we're down for 2 weeks here, we're still going to be sharing news there. So please tell a friend and share our Discord and YouTube channels so others can keep up with the news in and around AltSpace.
We do this for you for free. We don't have a Patreon, though we should. We don't ask for subscriptions, though we should. Our team works hard each week to gather the news and information to help our community keep up with everything going on here in AltSpace, and we are not AltSpace VR employees.
Thank you for being here every week to share the latest updates from in and around the AltSpace VR community. We live stream the news onto YouTube every week, and you can catch up with past episodes and more about AltSpace events, projects, news, and community activities. This is a labor of love, and we love our volunteer team members who help us gather the news as reporters, moderators, and help us put this show together every week. And like Laurel said, we also love our audience because there would be no show if you guys weren't here. So thank you.
Absolutely. And I want to thank Mark again for all of the amazing work that he puts into this every single week to make this what it is, and to all of our team members, to Karen, to our mods, to everybody who helps make this happen. And if you'd like to join that team, please let us know after the show. The volunteering opportunities are literally endless. We need everybody to do everything, okay? This is your show as much as ours, and we'd love to have you be a part of it.
And it's also how you get to know and become a part of the community is by participating
Absolutely.
in things. So
Mhm.
thanks again to all of our news and updates volunteers and moderators who help make this event such a success. Thank you. So with these uncertain times, please be safe wherever you are in the world, and happy holidays to everybody. We love you guys.
Holidays!
I can't sing, I can hear you.
Happy holidays!